on to the next part after the first fuzz. Edge slides out of this part here. We just did this. Okay. Something like that. And make sure you slide out just a tad early so you can get in place here, because we're going to go to the 12th fret. No delays were on there. That's why that sounded a little flat on the fuzz. But we're going to go right here into the 3, 5, 7, 9th fret. It's the bottom 3 strings again, a little different than the main riff. You're going to bar the 9th fret. You're going to put your, on the 3 strings, the G, B, and the E, you're going to put your middle finger here on the B on the 10th fret, and then you're going to put your pinky on the 12th fret. Okay? Okay. We're going to do a little hammering here. So this finger's up. You're going to lift this. Okay, that's the chords. Zoom in a little bit more here. There it is, bar here. Okay. Here, and this pinky. Okay, and what's going to happen after he slides out of here, you're going to play this. Changing it up there a little. Edge does slightly the same thing. I'm going to go through the strokes. This is all about, again, the right hand. But what you're really doing is hitting those 3 strings, and then first thing I'm going to do is hammer down with this one. Okay? You got to learn to do that hammer there. Now, I can't do this as easy playing up here, but essentially, okay, it's going to be something like this. Sounds strange playing it up here, I know. Okay, and I'm going to go through a couple other strokes here. I was playing that slowly and not quite right. Now, there's a pattern I'm using there. I let it hold after doing it twice, but the first time through, I've thrown a couple extra strokes there. Right there. And I hold. And then the next time I do it, whoops, missed it there, but again. And then I let it ring, and then the next pair I put in between the da-da-da-da. Hold. Got that? There it is. That's what I'm trying to say. It's... Now, you get comfortable with whatever you like on the up and down strokes here. Let me back up a little bit. Okay, you can see what I'm doing. And remember, when this comes down, you're not strumming. The tone is coming from the hammer, okay? See, I didn't strum there. Edge does a few more slight changes in there, but that's essentially the core of what you want to do. And hopefully that strumming pattern wasn't too complicated enough to take it through every up and down. I was mostly doing up downs. Well, I was doing down up. I was doing down and a hammer. Those were up down, up down, up down. So down hammer and then up down, up down, up down, up down. So it's hammer, then up down. And I take that back. You are striking when you go down on there. It's the first one I meant you're not striking the strings for that hammer. So you get that hammer effect. There you go. Let it hold. That's it. Now we back up. So we have the delays back in, right? And we have and then he's going to turn on the other fuzz we discussed in an earlier tutorial. He's going to turn on the tube drive or some similar type, more not a big fuzz drive, but another tube drive, or maybe he uses an 808 drive. I don't know which one he's using. I used a tube drive on the XFX, and you're going to do that octave riff again. Right? And then hit the E. And that was with the delays and the drive, of course. But if you turn off that drive, let's do that again. What you're going to do forget how many times it is, but then you're going to switch over to your more fuzzy tube type drive, a more subtle tube drive, and go into that octave riff. Do that like that, and then go right up to the E, go. And then you're going to switch back to that big pi fuzz and do a longer pi fuzz version that we've already gone through. You're going to hit the big A with the pi fuzz and then slide. And that is the order of that next part. So I just wanted to take you through that. We've already covered the octave riff, so you know how to do that from a previous part of the tutorial. But I just wanted to show you going from here, going right in then to this, with the tube drive on, then to the E, and hit the E again. And I like to go to the A with the tube drive on, and then turn on the big pi fuzz, and then hit the A again, and then slide. And you're going to go into that little lead section in the fuzz. So that takes us through that next part. We've covered quite a bit of the song. We're not quite there yet, but we're making our way through it. We're going to go through the big pi fuzz part next, and after we do that, we will be going into the tube drive chords that take you toward the end of the song. And that's pretty much it. So we're almost there.